Good day. I wanted to come and bring to you just a brief subject with regard to Medicaid. A lot going on in this country, and especially as it regards healthcare and your specific loved one that you may be caring for either in your home or otherwise. Here's the story. We've got in this country politics we already know that are happening. We've got an election coming up, and folks are playing with others' lives, especially those of us who have loved ones we're either caring for or are ill. Health is essential. And thus, there is these comments coming from the person who occupies the office of the United States about fraud in California. No one's saying there is not fraud. There may be some, but the state of California is dealing with this. Now, I'm going straight to the state of California because the term Medi-Cal is in reference to California. In other states across this nation, the broad term is really Medicaid, okay? I'm going to use Medi-Cal for now because this is a huge impact to this state. So if you're under Medi-Cal, that means you are receiving Medi-Cal services for your health, primarily for those who are low income or disadvantaged or otherwise. No one needs to know specifically how you got to your particular situation, but it is what it is. If you're in need of care and you're on Medi-Cal, then there are federal and state funds that help to make sure you're being cared for. That said, we have in the state of California also various providers. They fall under LA Care. They might fall under Obamacare, or you can call it the ACA if makes you feel better. But you have HealthNet and LA Care and those various healthcare providers. But if you're in a Medi-Cal, you are either getting in-home support services because there are other and numerous benefits to Medi-Cal. In-home support services, one, EBT, SNAP. There is a CalAIMS waiver as well that helps persons who may be disadvantaged and can't, say, get into a boarding care because boarding cares are private. Well, the CalAIMS waiver, and I'm really making this simple. CalAIMS waiver simply says, hey, you know what? You may need help with some housing. You can go to a boarding care. Boarding cares generally might range from, I don't know, 9, 6, 7, depending on your income, $1,000 a month. So you may say, hey, I would like to stay in a boarding care, and CalAIMS, if you qualify, will help pay for that. So they'll take some funds from the waiver. It's a waiver per month, and they'll take some funds from your income, which oftentimes is Social Security. Nevertheless, it pays for your boarding care, and it is a great benefit, or has been until July 22nd, when we got this crazy news about we're going to take, I don't know, $900 million. We're going to put a pause on it. We're not going to send California that money that helps to care for persons under Medi-Cal. It is beyond ridiculous, the games that are being played with people's lives and especially their health. And $900 million is nothing to sneeze at. It was going to be $1 billion, but now it's $900 million. That means that your in-home support services is impacted. We're on pause, people. That means that the CalAIMS waiver that you were getting, you're no longer getting. And you may have to move out of wherever you are if you're getting that waiver. So let's talk about some things that we can do. One, you're definitely going to be able to reach out to your actual congressperson, your state assembly person, the governor, the Senate, and you're going to make it known that you don't appreciate your life being played with. It's not California's fault. California, like any other state, may have some form of fraud. I don't like the pot calling the kettle black. Fraud, really? Okay. That said, you are also going to want to probably work closely with not only your board and care administrator, they may have some other options. They may be willing to negotiate some terms so that you don't have to be put out. There is also the option of placement officers. There are some that can be obtained and have them help try to find some alternative places that you might be able to go to. Of course, if you have home lives, or you owned a home, or your daughter or son or other significant persons are willing to take you in, if it comes to that, because it may very well come to that, so that you can get the care. Now, we understand that there are some persons who are in very critical conditions. People are paralyzed, people have dementia and Alzheimer's, people have got all sorts of things. But we've got to find some further alternative other than literally being on the streets. Hospitals are already trying to overload in terms of holding people longer. But of course, no one wants to be in violation. You feel me? We cannot, as caregivers, sit on our laurels and just let people roll over you. Cannot. And you can reach out to also the office of the presidency and let it be known by your vote, definitely. And more so, that this is strictly criminal. If you need further help, I'm here to help. Reach out to senioradvocators.org. Thank you for sharing this time with me. If what you have heard and what we talked about has been helpful, please scroll down and check the description where I have placed resources and links for you. And if you want more than a podcast episode, go to senioradvocators.org. That's senioradvocators.org, where you will find free resources for you. And if you want to talk over your specific situation, I'm there too. Now, before you go, please like, share, and subscribe. This will help many families who need to find this show when they most need it. Remember, you cannot go this alone. I'll see you in the next episode.